All right, Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone, and Shalom, Tada Akim out there preaching his word in true sincerity. This is Brother Shamar coming back with another lesson. And this lesson, I want to speak on this article right here. As you can see, it says who declares, the monkeypox a public health emergency of international concern. So now this is a a global thing pretty much at this point. Because at first it was speculation for the most part whether it would spread supposedly, you know, more and become more serious, and that's pretty much now what they're insinuating is that it's a emergency health concern on an international level, so a global level at this point. And this could be another thing that gets big, like when the pandemic started in 2020. Only time would tell at this point. Yet it has escalated from when it first started, because when they first was talking about it, it wasn't escalated to uh, a health emergency on an international level of concern. Now they just had a meeting this morning, as far as WHO, the World Health Organization, and now they're declaring it international emergency of concern. But pretty much this is further showing you that the plagues aren't going to stop. Like the scriptures speak about, the plagues coming to Babylon. All right, and who knows if it's real, if it's not, if Esau's manipulating it, making it like injecting people with it. Who knows at this point? But at the end of the day, pestilences are actually on the way here, man, and this is just going to be another reason to possibly go into another lockdown again, or another uh, a restriction, like super restriction as far as wearing masks, or not being able to do stuff like when the pandemic first started. Because now they're saying, when you go down some into it, obviously, they're saying that it's mainly from, being from, sodomites, pretty much, men that are, hooking up. But when you go down, it kind of says how it could spread. And let me find it again. Yeah, it says it can be spread through contact with body fluids, sores, items such as clothing, bedding. It can also spread from person to person through respiratory droplets, typically in a close setting. So, kind of the same stuff, like, dealing with the other, you know, thing that was going on during the pandemic. The same type of scenarios as far as, close to close, you can't be close to people, physical contact, all that other stuff. So you could kind of see where it can be heading, to where it may be, if it does continue to escalate, it'll be another lockdown once again, like what happened when the pandemic initially started. All right, so pretty much more, more hell for America. It ain't lightening up at this point. All right, more plagues are going to be on the way. And like I said, it could be fake, it could be real, it could be his excuse to, do whatever. At the end of the day, real plagues are on the way here regardless. And you people who have took that jump shot, took the juice from Esau, you're through anyway. And he's going to make another concoction, I'm pretty sure, for this if it continues to escalate. He already got it whipped up in the lab. But yeah, let me start here in the second Ezra 9 and 1. He says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then that shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And how does Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai begin to visit the world? Through judgments, man. All right, and the judgments can be with storm, tempest, fire, plagues, pestilence. All right, all these things are beginning to take place here, though. All right, we're really in the beginning of sorrows, because things haven't gotten any better, ever since the initial pandemic started. Things have only escalated and gotten worse, if anything, in society. And as you see, things are only going to continue to be worse. If you see what's going on now in the economy, inflation, people barely being able to survive and stuff and whatnot, it's bad out here, and it's going to get worse. You know, this is I wanted to jump into Matthews 24:7. It says, um, I'll start at verse 6. Matthew 24:6. It says, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom." And this is what you see going on as well. You know, the whole tension with Russia and America, as well as with China. All right, and then you have to do Biden. He told you that him placing these sanctions upon them would have effects on the American economy as well, which it is affecting it way more than he made it made it seem. He made it seem like it wouldn't be that bad, but obviously it is that bad, as you see what's going on now. All right, but continuing on, it says, see that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. Now, your boy, you know, your boy Biden, he told you that famine is on the way. Food shortage is on the way. And what's food shortages? That's famine. All right. And a lot of other people, on social media be talking about it here and there. Like that's kind of in the know that actually knows what's happening in the background. All right. Everybody else, they're completely out the loop. The average regular, degular American, they don't know what the hell is going on. They just, you know, in their little bubble, so to speak. But people who are actually paying attention, you seeing the elites like your boy, Gates, buy up massive amounts of land, as well as Chinese doing the same thing, buying lots of farmland, and Esau, you know, taking these farmers' cattle and all this other stuff going on behind the scenes that are going to lead up to that famine that's coming to pass, man. All right, but that's just one of the things to happen, because it says famines, pestilences, and earthquakes in diverse places. And you're seeing the famines get on. It's on the way. This is a future event that's soon to come. And how do you think? What do you think that's going to make the people do when that does happen, man? And then right along with that happening, you're going to have pestilences taking place, and right along with the pestilences, earthquakes, and it's going to be just basically all hell breaking loose. You got all these different things going on all back to back. All right, famine, you're dealing with famine, you're dealing with pestilence. All right, all these different things taking place, man. This is going to all be happening, like I said, at the same time, pretty much. So it's going to be bad out here, man. And it says in verse 8, all these are the beginning of sorrows. And this is the beginning of the sorrows, man. So it barely started, you know, the beginning of the sorrows. Because people, they for sure ain't happy how they used to be, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, and all that. Even 10 years ago, people was in a better mood. But now these people are literally done out here, man. They're barely getting by. All right. And like I said, you got famine on the way, along with pestilence, like on the article I was reading, you know. And it's saying that it's an international level of concern now. So who knows how big this thing is going to actually get? It could possibly turn into another pandemic, and then you still dealing with the same one that was going on from, the initial pandemic is still kind of relevant right now as well. And it's supposedly been coming, spiking back up with different cases with that. Hey, so all like everything is just downhill from this point on, man. There's no going back to the old norm. There's no going back to the good old days, build back better, all that BS. That's all out the window, man. All right, and these people have yet to realize that, but you're going to realize that very soon, man. I'm gonna continue on with this and finish this off in Second Esdras at 9 and 3. I'll start back in 2. Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, and you're seeing that, all right, uproars of the people in different countries, not here in America yet, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like all, for like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. And that's what you're seeing going on now, man. All right, America had its beginning when it was established and made. All right, and it's beginning to be made manifest that the end is here, man. The end is being made manifest. All right, we're seeing it manifest in front of us, man. Like the scriptures say, only with thy eyes shalt thou see the downfall of your enemies, man. Pretty roughly paraphrasing. So we're seeing the downfall of the society. We're seeing the downfall of the wicked. All right, we're seeing all these things come to pass. We're just in the beginning stages of it, man. And it's only going to get worse from this point on for the masses of the people out here, man. All right. Hey, so with that, I'm gonna wrap up and give our praises again to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom, Tada Akim out there preaching his word in truth and sincerity. Shalom.